Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's lesson. Hope you're having a great day. Let's go ahead and get started with today's lesson objective. So today we will add and subtract fractions with like denominators. Okay, let's go over our vocabulary for today. So our first vocabulary word is fraction. So fractions represent the parts of a whole or collection of objects, and they have to have equal parts. So they're equal parts of a whole. So this pizza is cut into 8 equal parts. All right. Let's go over what is a denominator. So the denominator is the number of parts of the whole. The parts of the whole are divided into. This is a number on the bottom of the fraction. So the 8 is telling us we have a whole pizza that is divided into 8 equal pieces. So the denominator tells us how many equal pieces we are dividing our whole or our set into. All right. Now, numerator is the number that represents the parts of the whole being considered as taken, right? So it is the number on the top of the fraction. So in this case, our numerator is 1 because we are taking 1 piece of pizza. So our top number tells us how many pieces we are taking. All right. Addition. So addition is the process of finding the total or sum or by combining 2 or more numbers, right? So we combine 6 apples and 6 bananas, we have 10 fruit all together. All right, so we are combining things together. Now, subtraction is the opposite of addition. And with subtraction, it is the process of taking one number or amount away from another. So we have 16 candies here. We're taking away 7, and we have 9 left over. All right, let's go ahead and get into our problem for today. So what we are going to do is we are going to find the sum of 3/5 plus 4/5. So remember, we're finding the sum, so that means we are adding, we're doing addition, we are combining things together. So let's go ahead and get to our next problem. So we're going to find the sum of 3/5 plus 4/5. So over here I have some bars, I have my whole, and I split it up into 5 pieces because I know my denominator is telling me that I have 5 pieces. My whole is cut into 5 pieces. So I have 1 bar right here. My first bar is telling me I have 3 of those 5 pieces. So I'm going to represent them by shading them in. So I'm going to go ahead and shade in this one. It's not going to be too perfect. So 1, 2, 3. So I have 1, 2, 3/5, right? Now, my other bar is going to represent the second fraction, which is 4/5. So I have my bar cut into fifths, and I need to take 4 of them. So I'm going to go ahead and color those in. So I have 1, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5. So now what I have to find out is how many fractions do I have all together, because we are adding, we're combining them together. So let's go ahead and count them. So I have 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, 5/5, 6/5, 7/5. So all together, I have 7/5. Right? Because I have to take each of my fifths and I'm going to combine them together. So I have 7/5 all together. All right. Now let's go on to our next problem. So our next problem is asking us what is the difference of 3/4 minus 1/4. So remember, this is the difference. So we're doing subtraction. So we are taking away. So let's go ahead and look at our fraction tiles again. Now in this case, we're going to go ahead and write the first number because our first number is what we're taking away from. So we have 3/4 in this case, right? So we need to find the difference. So right here, I have my fraction bar and I cut it into 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces because my denominator is telling me to cut my whole into 4 pieces. Now I know I have 3 out of those 4 pieces. So I'm going to color in 3 out of 4. So I have 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, right? Okay, so I have 3/4. Now, what this is telling me is now I have to take away 1/4. Okay, so I'm going to take away one of my 3/4. So I'm going to go ahead and erase one of them because I'm going to take away this 1/4. Right? So now the question is, how many do I have left over? So I have these two left over. So I have 1/4, 2/4. So I have 2/4 left over. Another way I can show is I could have left this colored in and then I could just cross it out because I'm taking that one away. Okay, so I have 2/4 left over. That is my difference. All right, let's go over our lesson objective. So today we added and subtracted fractions with like denominators. So what that means is our denominators, our two numbers we were combining, were the same. So we added and subtracted fractions with like denominators. All right, thank you so much.